Welcome back again to the Forex Monsters educational course 1.0. In this video, we are going to look at how to use indicators and all the basic information you need to know before you start trading using your indicators. All you need to do now is go subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the bell button to be notified about the future videos that we shall be uploading on this particular platform. Without any further ado, let's dive into what we have today. In this video, I'm basically going to give you a quick review of what is going to happen in this video. The other thing we are going to look at is what is an indicator, and the other thing we have to find out is how to find your indicator on your trading platform. For example, where can I access it? How should I put it on my chart? That is all going to be looked at in this video. Lastly, we are going to look at how you can customize your indicator to your own preference, like changing the time, the close, which type of indicator you want, whether it's exponential or simple moving average, whichever indicator you want to use on your platform. The other thing we are going to look at in this video is when they ask you what is an indicator, like a general question. Forex indicators are one way of examining the market. For example, they use it as price action or in conjunction with other chart analysis. Forex technical analysis indicators are usually used to forecast price changes in the currency market. They are calculations which take the volume and the price of a certain financial instruments into account. Using forex indicators, traders can make decisions about when to enter the market and when to exit the market. Somebody out here watching this video might ask themselves, what are we looking at in this particular video? Something that I should have mentioned earlier is indicators are basically very good for new traders, especially a large audience of my followers are basically new traders that need to know how these particular programs or indicators work. However, these indicators are still more good for experienced traders because they already lay down their particular trading plan and strategy that they need to use when trading. However, when they put it to conjunction or when they add indicators to their particular strategy, it can give them a higher reward risk than they had anticipated. The other thing we need to know, there are various types of indicators in the market. First of it being, we have the momentum indicator, we have the trend indicators, we have the volatility indicators. The other thing we need to take note when looking at indicators is basically we have four types of indicators. One of it being the momentum indicators. The next one, we are going to look at the trend indicators, volatility indicators, and lastly we have volume indicators. Without any further ado, let's dive into the charts and look at all the different indicators that we have been talking about. When you go to insert and click on indicators, the first options you will be given are the indicators that are mainly used by most of the people in their trading platform. So a big percentage of traders use the moving average, the MACD, the volumes, and the variable index dynamic average. However, to differentiate, remember in our first scenario we looked at the different types of indicators. To differentiate which type of indicator that you are putting on your chart, we have the trending indicators. Under trend, you will find all indicators that show you the direction of the trend, and examples of them include the envelopes, Bollinger Bands, exponential, double exponential moving average. We have the adaptive moving average, the parabolic star. The moving averages themselves are trend indicators, and so many others. Under volume indicators, we have accumulation and distribution, we have money flow index, we have the volumes themselves and the on-balance volume. However, under momentum indicators, we have the MACD, we have the momentum, we have the moving average oscillators, and the relative vigor index. There are many others found in there, but the few I've mentioned are the ones most people use in forex trading. The other type of indicators we are going to look at is, we have the Billiam Wilms. Those are examples. Indicators found in that sections are examples of volatility indicators. Those are different types of indicators. So let's go and look at how we can add these indicators to our trading platform. Okay, welcome back to the Forex Monsters 1.0 free course. In this particular episode, we are going to be looking at how you can customize your indicator. For example, in this particular MetaTrader 5 platform, where you can access that indicator is particularly, you have to go to insert, click on indicators, and add any indicator that you feel like using. For purposes of learning, let me add the moving averages, and by default, if I add them on my chart, it is going to be a 14 period moving average. For example, another thing you need to know about indicators is you can customize your indicator. Like in this pop-up, when you click on the option of adding an indicator and the dialog box pop-ups, what you need to know is you can customize your indicator to an exponential moving average, to a smoothed, linear weighted, or a simple moving average. For this particular example, let me change it to a simple moving average and change the period at which the moving average is recording your prices. For example, if I change it to a 50 period moving average, you can also change and either apply the moving average to the high, medium price, typical price, weighted close, previous indicator data. So you can choose whichever style you want your indicator to present to you information. The other thing you need to know is you can change your indicator to either show you prices of the close of the highs, in whichever way you feel like editing. But for this example, you need to, let's choose close. Then the style, you can choose the color. You can color your indicator in whatever color you feel like it has to look like. Let's change mine to that color, aquamarine. Then change the style of the line. You can change the style of the line. You can change the width of that particular line that is showing how the indicator is moving. For example, I can make it more thick for me to easily see it very well. Then you click OK. When you click OK, your indicator will be seen on your chart. For example, when you move your cursor to that indicator, it will show you it is a 50 period moving average, the time, and the value at that point you have pointed at. The other indicators do appear at the bottom of your screen. Is basically you need to add indicators. For the sake of some of these indicators appear within your chart, but most of these indicators appear beneath your chart. For example, let's insert a MACD. When you go to indicators, choose trend. These are basically indicators that show you the trend of the market. That is why they are called trend indicators. We have the adaptive moving average, the average directional movement index. The way you see they're explained in terms of showing you which direction is the market moving. So we have the other type of indicators called the oscillators. You can add them to your indicators. This is where we are going to find the MACD. So when I try to add the MACD on my computer, I will either choose to customize it or leave it to its default settings. if I want to leave it to default for this particular example, let me leave it to its default settings and click OK. So when I click OK, my indicator will be shown at the bottom of my chart. The same, I can also edit or zoom or reduce the increase on my surface for easy analysis. I can also point my cursor on the line right here and drag it down to make it a little bit low to give me space either to add other indicators or to do my chart analysis very well. Here you basically have to look through your indicators. You go to indicators, custom, then go down, scroll through those indicators. All they are contained in the custom part, all indicators. So we need to choose the RSI because that is the indicator we want to add to our charts. For example, I can also edit the inputs of the RSI, but I prefer to leave them to default. Then the parameters, I can choose either the open or the close. I'll leave that to close. Then the colors, I can also change or dangle around with the colors and change their width. Then change the style. I can change the style if you feel like. So I'll leave the style to that because I need it to be a little bit visible for me to be able to easily see it even when I'm at a distance. The other thing you can customize about your RSI is the levels. We have by default we have the 30 and the 70 level. The other levels about the RSI, you can simply click on add and add some levels. For example, let's add the 100 level. Let's add the 50 level. They will be displayed in your indicator box. Then let's add, I think, the 0 level. Yeah, the 0 level. Yes, so then you click OK. You can also edit the scale. Before we go any further, you can edit the visualization. You can either choose this indicator to appear on specific time frames, or you can choose it to appear on all time frames. Like for this particular example, my box is ticked, meaning all this indicator will appear on all these time frames. But if I uncheck it and I select a specific time frame, it will appear on that specific time frame. Let's tick it, then click OK. After adjusting your settings, your indicator will also appear at the bottom of your screen or your chart. So you will have to drag it out to increase on your, to give room for you to do analysis on your main chart. For example, by dragging it down for you to be able to remain with enough space to do your technical analysis, the trend lines, the support and resistance analysis up there. So thank you for watching this video about adding indicators to your charts and how you can, where you can find them on your trading platform and how you can customize them to your own preference. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and click the notification bell to be notified about the next video that we shall be uploading soon.